This video will walk you through the different Savvas MyView lesson parts of the teacher's manual. As you prepare to teach a unit in MyView, you will first encounter the Unit Overview map. It provides the unit theme and essential question. Weeks 1 through 5 of the Unit of Study frames instruction with a different focus question related to the unit essential question. Weeks 1 through 5 build to the culminating Week 6 project-based inquiry. Next, you will find the Unit Overview. This page provides a high-level view of goals, key skills, and selections for each 6 weeks. Turning the page will lead you to the Unit Skills Overview. The Unit Skills Overview provides a look at the key skills covered in each week in the 6-week unit of study. The Reading Routines Companion provides a scope and sequence, teacher resources, and additional explicit instructions to deepen your whole group and small group lessons, which allow for teacher modeling and supports guided and extended practice. In the introduction section, use the unit launch video to engage students and introduce the unit theme and essential question for the unit. Turn, talk, and share activities throughout the unit encourage students to be self-directed, critical learners who work collaboratively while continuously using metacognitive skills. Students are also encouraged to read self-selected text throughout the unit. At the beginning of each unit, students are introduced to academic vocabulary words with a close connection to the unit theme and essential question. ELL support helps make connections to cognate's foundational skills and conventions. Expert view notes are available throughout, and unit goals create student ownership of learning. The suggested weekly plan is a great place to start for your week at a glance. Suggested daily times are provided to help you plan. Learning goals help foster student agency. Assessment options allow you to begin with the end in mind, and flexible options can save you time. The Resource Overview page lists materials needed for the week, words of the week, and assessment options. Notice the digital icons. Foundational skills are integrated into the daily instructions for grades K through 2. In grades K through 1, phonological awareness activities occur 3 times a week. Phonics mini lessons have a 3-part explicit process: focus, model and practice, and apply. Daily instruction and practice focuses on high-frequency words from the Dolch and Fry lists. Additional practice pages are available from the Resource Download Center on Savvas Realize. Apply options are directly tied to the 4 domains of literacy. The quick check if-then suggestions help you drive small group and independent practice. The write-in student interactive pages are shown in the Teacher's Edition with answers provided. In grades K through 1, a decodable story focuses on the application of the phonics skill and high-frequency words of the week. Teachers have an opportunity to observe students' fluency skills as they partner and practice reading aloud. Decodable readers for K2 also focus on the application and phonics skills and high-frequency words of the week. ELL access notes provide guidance regarding common phonemic differences in English and Spanish. In grades 3 through 5, students deepen their foundational literacy skills through word study. Objectives are clearly defined. Lessons follow the teach, model, and practice, and apply structure. ELL targeted support provides additional scaffolding for the specific lesson. Weekly lessons teach, apply, and practice, followed by a spiral review and assess understanding. Teachers begin the week with a launch about genre and theme during whole group reading that focuses on a weekly question tying to the unit, theme, and essential question. Each weekly launch includes a 2-page multi-literacy text to introduce students to the weekly question and allow them to interact with sources. Big books are available for instruction in grades K through 1. Targeted support for English language learners is available for a range of proficiency levels. Another part of whole group reading is listening comprehension. Having students think about key details in the read aloud helps check the students' listening comprehension. Clear objectives are provided for every lesson. Think alouds help model the active thinking skills good readers and listeners use to comprehend. Interactive Tradebook Read Aloud can provide additional opportunities to extend learning, available in the Resource Download Center on Savvas Realize. Whole group reading learning goals are presented in student-friendly language and support ownership of learning. ELL transfer notes provide linguistic support to enhance and confirm understanding of complex language. Anchor charts in the Student Interactive and on Savvas Realize introduce key aspects of the genre study. Shared reading during whole group provides a time for guidance that fosters student engagement, participation, and collaboration. Students read for understanding and enjoyment during the first read. Cross-curricular perspectives provide connections to science and social studies topics. The Reading-Writing Bridge offers teaching points to help students make meaningful connections, bringing together and illustrating the union between reading and writing. Over the course of a week, the instructional plan builds on the selection words by generating, applying, and synthesizing the words to ensure that students' word knowledge will be incremental, multidimensional, and interrelated. Foundational skills extensions connect phonemic awareness, phonics, and high-frequency word instruction to the text for the week. During the close read, students focus on a skill or strategy that helps them unlock that text. Depth of the knowledge levels accompany close read questions. students respond and analyze during whole group reading. Apply has 2 options for application utilizing the student interactive and independent text. Check for understanding allows students to respond using newly acquired vocabulary and textual evidence. At the end of each week, students reflect and share as they respond to the weekly question. Some weeks, students write to sources as they compare texts. Other weeks, students compare texts as they talk about it. Small group pages provide teacher-led options and suggest strategy and intervention groups for students. My Focus Intervention Teacher's Guide provides lessons tied to discrete skills, allowing teachers to dip in and dip out as needed. Intervention support for phonological awareness and fluency is provided. Small group pages also provide center and independent suggestions for students. In addition to the decodable story in the Student Interactive for grades K-1, students also have an opportunity to practice foundational skills with the decodable readers. The My Focus Reader provides engaging text and online teacher support for Tier 2 intervention. The Language Awareness Handbook is an online resource that provides linguistically accommodated lessons and focus scaffolds for English language learners during small group time. Tips and suggested conference prompts tied to the whole group mini lessons are provided to support teachers. Leveled readers, written to guided reading levels, are connected to the unit themes and genres. The Small Group Guide provides research from the authors, support for setting the scene, and details on how to run an effective small group. The Reading Writing Bridge instructional support is provided for rereading every text to analyze writer's craft and structure. As students learn the craft of reading, they learn to consider the audience who will read their writing. The Reading Writing Bridge helps provide purposeful connections between the reading and writing blocks. Additional practice online includes principal pages for handwriting, vocabulary, spelling, and language and conventions. If you're short on time, the Writing Fast Track helps you teach critical standards in less time. After introducing and immersing students in the writing workshop during week 1 of a unit, the following weeks allow flexible paths to develop elements, structure, and writing craft. Mentor stacks are suggested model texts teachers can use to help students become acquainted with authentic models in the writing genre for each unit. Teachers have a bank of focus mini lessons to tailor their instruction to students' needs and interests. Additional options are provided for every mini lesson to be model, guided, or shared writing, as well as students writing independently every day. Teachers have productive writing conferences with students using conferring tips directly tied to whole group mini lessons. Conference prompts are provided with if-then support to guide instruction. Additional conference support is provided for all ELL proficiency levels. Writing support for English language learners is provided in the manual as well as in the Language Awareness Handbook on Savvas Realize. Each writing mini lesson provides a teaching point and modeling before the students practice. After each mini lesson, support for independent writing and shareback time is provided. Writing Club consists of a set-aside time for students to meet with their peers and share their writing. It provides students an opportunity to apply speaking and listening skills while peer conferring about their writing. Conversation starters are provided to help students begin their writing discussions. The Writing Bridge pages focus on spelling and language and conventions to help students write for readers. Lesson 5 of the Reading Writing Bridge allows teachers to quickly assess student understanding. A spiral review of the previous week's skill is provided to reinforce learning. Each unit culminates with project-based inquiry. The project embeds the unit, theme, and standards in a creative, rigorous, and authentic way. The standards and outcomes are identified as well as content area connections. Research rubrics are provided for each project, with student-friendly research project checklists in the Resource Download Center on Savvas Realize. 3 levels of each research article help every student in class participate and use evidence for understanding. Using Freddie Hebert's generative vocabulary, students will have acquired more than 50 academic words per unit. Students apply academic vocabulary during the project-based inquiry. Inquiry and research provide students with skills they can use in all areas of study. Students should understand that people conduct research for a variety of reasons. Students form collaborative groups where they have meaningful conversations about books and book club. Book club is a great way to enhance your students' reading experience and build your classroom community to support a culture of reading for all. Book club offers instruction specific to a unit book, tied to a unit, theme, and genre, as well as instructional plans. Book club can also be used with a book of your own choosing. Thank you for watching. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments.